teen falsely accused of race-based bullying wins a $3.2 million verdict from a Texas jury after viral allegations. Ed, that seems like a sweet deal. Getting $3.2 million for having to go through a few years of bullshit. All right. Asher Vaughn was never charged after the current year -5 sleepover allegations went viral and sparked national outrage. Man, I hope they also sued all of the fake news rags that were stoking this, too. A Texas jury has delivered a decisive verdict in a case that once ignited national outrage and dominated headlines. 5 years after a classmate accused Asher Vaughn of racially motivated bullying at a sleepover, jurors awarded Vaughn, now a college freshman, $3.2 million in damages, finding that false claims and viral narrative caused severe emotional distress and invaded his privacy. Well, I guess now the question is, who's going to have to pay that? Is it going to be the school? Is it going to be the criminal? Does he have the money to pay that verdict? Like, what's going on now? Yeah, I don't feel so scared and so little as I did back then. I feel like I'm getting heard. Good. I feel like people understand me and the people listen to me and help me climb up in this uphill battle. Well, now that you've shown what happens to people who try to ignore the truth so they can keep sticking their head in the sand, maybe more of them are going to get on board. The case stemmed from a current year -5 incident in which 13-year-old Sumerian Humphrey alleged that Vaughn and several other boys shot him with a BB gun and forced him to drink urine during a sleepover. Accusations that were quickly framed as race-based bullying and drew national media attention, protests, and involvement from activists. I hope all of them were sued too. Vaughn said the accusations were far from the truth. We were hunting for frogs. We had big jackets and so dumb kids. We took shots at each other like it was a Nerf war, except with airsoft guns. And then Humphrey fell asleep, and way before that, we agreed whoever falls asleep first gets pranked. And he got pranked, and it was nasty, but it's not like this big racial torture he was playing it out to be. That should have been the end of it, but if they kept pushing, so they got sued. Vaughn was never charged with a crime, and police investigations at the time did not result in any arrests. But the allegations spread rapidly on social media, prompting demonstrations in the Vaughn family's neighborhood and calls for school officials to expel him. Yeah, every single person that participated in that shit should be forced to pay him back too. We should have zero fucking tolerance for this type of fucking harassment. Kane asked Asher's father, Aaron Vaughn, how the widespread backlash affected his family. Everything happened all at once. You don't know what to do. You go into immediate protection mode and are protecting your family, he replied. I'm starting to wonder if maybe they considered just leaving the country. I wanted to get our story up, but I knew there was no way. I knew that there was a way to do that in an appropriate manner that wasn't trialed by social media. Oh, so right here, he's actually right about this. The proper manner is trial in the actual courts. Get your bag. So you let this idiot win the social media war temporarily, and then you take all of his money and win the war long term. I think that's a good strategy. Humphrey's mother, Summer Smith, sent a statement to Fox News. The legal claims in this matter are for intentional infliction of emotional distress and invasion of privacy. It's important to note that this does not involve allegations of defamation or slander. Additionally, it's just as important to know that this decision will be appealed. Of course, the fucking the perpetrators are going to waste even more time and money here. Yeah, this is what we mean when we say the process is the punishment. If this makes it all the way to the Supreme Court, they better have to pay every fucking penny of this. I remain steadfast in my commitment, seeking justice for my son, who continue to fight vigorously on his behalf. Yeah, this dumb 304 probably thought she had an easy bag. Oh, we're just going to start a false social media outrage. We're going to ruin this innocent kid's life. And then we're going to have all these drooling morons giving us money on GoFundMe. And it didn't work out that way. Justice actually prevailed in this case. And hopefully it continues to. And, maybe defamation and slander needs to be added to this. Like, I think the reason it wasn't is because it's very hard to prove. Maybe they should add it. Why not? Our attorney Justin Nichols told Fox News the jury consisted of 5 African American members and 3 Asians and 2 Latinos. The remaining jurors were Caucasian. A diverse panel, he said, carefully weighed the evidence before reaching its decision. He also responded to Smith's statement while appearing on air. This is emblematic of someone who continues to refuse to accept responsibility throughout the case, throughout their depositions, and even on the stand. Could we get him for lying under oath? They continue to push this false narrative of racism that they know did not exist, that was untrue, that they continue to double down instead of taking responsibility for hurting so many lives. At this point, it's just spite and pettiness. They wanted that hype, that clout, that bag, and you actually fought back and denied them that. Yeah, that's what this is about. Now it's just pettiness and vindictiveness. So hopefully this continues. I guess it's possible that the appeals court won't even hear the case, in which case there's not. I think they could try to appeal it to the state Supreme Court and then the U.S. Supreme Court, which will probably ignore it. So that they may have one more appeal attempt left. Yeah, so first it goes to the district appeals court, if I remember, and then the state Supreme Court, and then the U.S. Supreme Court. If this is just going to be the first appeal, if the district court doesn't take it, I don't think the others will.